Steve, another comeback win. What's your initial reaction to it?
Yeah, I mean, it probably shouldn't have had to be a comeback win. You know, we've done enough, I feel anyway, to win the game. When you go a goal down, it makes it a lot more difficult. So, you know, that's perhaps not the first time that's happened. We get a lot of the ball. What I think our supporters have got to understand a little bit, when we get a lot of the ball, sometimes we got to find out where our spaces are. And what we don't want to happen is we don't want Ryan Innes and Jordan Moore-Taylor and Adam May to become our risk takers. And it happened a little bit in the FA Cup game, and it happened a little bit in the first half today. So we want our risk takers to be our wingers and our striker. So what happens then is, if we end up taking risks around the area where we can be counter-attacked, because then we've had a couple of counter-attacks against us and we get the ball to our wingers stop taking risks because they're frightened of losing it. So all of a sudden we've got no risk taker in the game, and they've got full license to be risk takers. You know, take anyone on, it doesn't matter what happens, you may end up getting the other side of them. So that little bit of patience for the lads will help them a bit. And what happens is, when we get a little bit uptight, which is what I said before in the build up to this, take no notice of the league tables, it's still early on. It's still early on in the season. Things are still shaping, things are still forming. I mean, that was a real difficult game for the lads today. A real difficult, dangerous game. And I thought they were excellent. Because until you've ever been one of those people in the arena, and whether we have 2,000 or 3,000, whatever we have here, I'm telling you now, it is a difficult game. It's a difficult game for the lads. And I thought their spirit and their movement in the end has won us the game. And we've deservedly won the game without a shadow of a doubt. I know 2-1 it looks, you know, like a narrow win or whatever like that, but you know, the 3 points were important to us, but we were the better team.
I guess it's credit to you, like last week and this week, teams are going to sit back and defend, and it's important for the fans to be that patient. Yeah,
look, it's not a headline. I'm just saying, you know, we need to understand a little bit, you know, where we are, and we're still early in the season, and sometimes, you know, when it gets like that, you know, even when we're on the touchline, you can't always find a solution straight away. You need to let the game play out a little bit. But we don't want those two centre-backs and Adam May, because those little triangles and getting team sided and switching it to full-backs, etc., we don't want those to become the risk takers, because if they take a risk because they're feeling as though they've got to force something or make something happen. You've seen what happened today, you know. We started taking risks. All of a sudden, they have their first counter-attack and a shot. Then they have that first corner. Then within that, in those few moments, that's when they get their goal. And then, you know, look, at the end of the day, teams can do what they like and make it as difficult as they can for us. But, you know, it's very, very difficult when you're not in charge of the referee's whistle. So, as I just said to the lads in there, we learn from every game. We all do. They do, I do, my staff do. And I thought that was a really important and a really good 3 points today.
The headline will probably be the winner for you. Firstly, do you understand Braintree's frustration with it, the Terry being down getting treatment from his own player when you took the throw in?
No, not really. No.
I don't know the rules. Are you allowed to take the throw in quickly? The referee allowed to take the throw in quickly?
Well, we took the throw in quickly anyway because they weren't taking throw-ins quickly. So everything we had to take, we had to try and speed up every action in the game. So, you know, the fact that we take quick throw-ins, or we wanted to take quick throw-ins, it's absolutely fine by me. And, you know, what's happened in the end is, you know, the better team won today. So it doesn't matter whether we talk about that moment that went on in the game. We were the better team today and deserved to win the game.
Were you frustrated with the referee's inconsistency?
No, I don't think I was. I think that I was concentrating more about my team and how we could try and find some solutions to the problems that we were up against in the first half. I thought we did that in the second half. I thought we found better solutions. And the other side of the coin as well, in that first half, we mustn't overlook. It was quite a strong wind in the first half, you know. Quite a strong wind, and then sometimes, you know, when you run with the wind behind your back and you run with it head on into the wind, I'll tell you which way you'll be running a lot quicker. So we managed to do that, and you know, great effort from all of the squad today.
That was the first home game when you've had a whole week to prepare for all season, so it just shows how much of a manic start it has been for you this season.
Is it?
However, it's a busy one coming next week.
I was going to say that won't be the case for long, but yeah, I mean, look, it's been a real busy start, hasn't it? So, excuse me, we've done great, and I'm delighted with the lads, and we'll get back in on Monday, and then we'll get working for Ebbsfleet.